Hello, everybody, and welcome to Anime Survivor episode fucking 20, because we're still doing this for some reason.
I don't fucking know
Console.
why, but we're still here.
As long as there's a pandemic, there will always be Anime Survivor. And let's be honest, even after the pandemic, there will still probably be Anime Survivor.
Yeah, and it'll probably be just you.
Yeah, Andrew, don't leave me. I need this. Anyway, this episode is all about video game consoles
Because
because
that's an anime.
yeah, video game consoles are an anime. When it comes down to it, why not? Who cares? We did the Democratic presidential primaries. The seal of anime has been broken, so we're going full bore and pitting 20 of your favorite video game consoles against each other to see which one would be best at
Yes.
surviving on a tropical island.
Yes, because the Virtual Boy is obviously my favorite.
So now that we're gonna start, so we have two teams, Andrew.
Yeah?
Exciting. Actually, wait.
Eh?
Normally I ask what you know about anime. Andrew, what do you know about video games?
They have flashy lights and go beep boop.
Okay, and what do you know about the band Genesis?
They did a song.
Okay, that is
I kind of liked it.
no, that's not particularly true. Which song was it? Which era of Genesis are we talking about? I have strong opinions on the band Genesis.
Oh gosh, what was it? I can't get no satisfaction now. Was
I don't
that?
fucking know. What's important is there's two stages of Genesis. The OK stage, where Peter Gabriel is involved, and the
Ah,
war crime stage, wherein Peter Gabriel is no longer involved and Phil Collins is in charge. Because as we all know, Phil Collins is the musical antichrist. And we are, of course, talking about this because our representative for the Sega Genesis console today is the band Genesis, trademarked by Sega. And I will be rooting against them with every fiber in my being. Because regardless of Peter Gabriel's presence there, Phil Collins is there, and Phil Collins is a walking war crime and needs to be stopped at all costs.
so I'm gonna support him then. Okay.
You're dead to me, Andrew. This is. You thought my hatred of Truck-kun wasn't a lot? You haven't seen me
I gotta
talk
throw a
about
wrench into
fucking
everything.
Genesis. Huh?
I gotta throw my wrench into things.
Okay. So you're dead to me. Anyway,
Good.
our old school tribe of consoles is the 3DO. I wasn't sure which 3DO to use, so I used all of them in a single image. The Atari 2600, which is apparently the Nyan Cat of video game consoles.
Oh yeah.
The Atari Jaguar. The NES. The Philips CDI, which only had transparent background, so it looks like it's fading into the browser, which is pretty fun.
Yep.
The Sega's Genesis, which must be stopped. The Sega Master System. The Sega Saturn, the Super Nintendo, and the Virtual Boy. Which, that controller is weird.
It is. I don't want to think about it, Max.
I don't either. Anyway, that's the old school tribe. The new school tribe is the Nintendo 64,
Woohoo.
the PlayStation 2, a barbecue grill, the Sega Dreamcast, the Nintendo Switch, the Nintendo Wii, the Wii U, the Xbox, the 360, and the Xbox One. Andrew,
Hmm.
who do you want to see win Anime Survivor?
Well, I have a couple that I want to see win, but the one I'm going to personally root for was the N64 because it was my first video game console.
I mean, here's where I'm conflicted, because my first game console was the Sega Genesis, but I think after everything I said about Phil Collins, I cannot root for that console in good faith.
No,
So,
you can.
no, I can't. So I'm going to root for the original 64-bit console, the Atari Jaguar.
Sounds good. Get some animal cruelty in on the side.
And he's going to eat the other consoles. Yeah, that
And
looks like
Pokemon's
chat-
got
yeah.
money on the Wii.
Yeah, chat's going for the Nintendo Wii, which is reasonable
No,
because
it's
this
very
is
respectable.
easily one of the most imbalanced seasons we've ever done. And the Nintendo
Yes.
Wii has pretty strong stats.
Yes, it is very imbalanced.
I had to put so much work to get the Philips CDI and the Virtual Boy up to like the bare minimum stat total I've rolled
No,
out.
just give them the bare minimum ones like I did.
Yeah, you ruined every like. I put so much work in having the CDI have like passable stats.
And I was just like, nope, it's shit.
And it's average went down to 13.
Good.
It's a 17 because I've never done anything lower than 17 yet, and I don't
We
want to
should have
start
made an
now.
exception.
I should have. Anyway, our images are broken.
Well, it'll fix eventually.
They'll fit. Who gives a shit? It doesn't matter who competes for what tribe. That's pointless. What's important is the new school tribe wins reward, and rewards are important because they got supplies to set up camp. Which I don't know. Sounds cool to me. Anyway, no one finds the idol, and no one finds the idol. And we get straight to the immunity challenge, where
All
we
right.
have to sprint through an obstacle to a sand pit, and the old school tribe wins immunity, and Flint, so they have the ability to start fires now.
Yeah, it's gonna be really hard to give reasons for things happening this season.
Andrew, I think we'll pull it off. I think there's a
Okay.
lot we can do. Like the old school
Well-
tribe wins immunity, that's important. They got Flint, that's important.
Yeah.
Because, as we all know, the Xbox 360 frequently catches fire. So the other tribe already has the ability to start one.
Yeah, this is true.
See, we did it. We've already got so much character development going on here. That was Sam's reason for not wanting to help. Actually, he was like, "I don't think I can come up with jokes for video game consoles interacting with each other." I was just like, "That's fair."
We'll just have to eject some cartridges and blow on them to make some new ones.
Yeah. That. Oh God, I hate you.
Well, the Ataris, they're getting along. That makes sense. They're both
Okay.
Ataris.
Yeah. So the Atari 2600 and the Atari Jaguar find something in common. As you put, Andrew, they are both Ataris. That is a.
They both
very...
like to eat souls.
What?
Didn't you know that? That's a common fact about the Atari.
No, please enlighten me.
Oh yeah, they just casually eat souls of people who around. Not the main user, everyone else.
Then why do I still own a Soul?
Oh, you probably used it.
I have an Atari 2600. Why do I still have a Soul?
No, because you were the primary user of it.
That's weird though. I shouldn't have one. You know.
No. Well, I mean, you could have lost it to something else. Just the Atari. It wasn't the Atari.
Well, I mean, I had the Darth Vader Atari, so maybe that one's like the inverse and only eats the soul of the user.
Maybe.
Yeah.
More testing's required.
This is very good banter. I'm very proud of us. And then the Philips CDI and the Sega Genesis find something in common. That's great for me. The Philips CDI is a war crime of a video game console, so it makes sense that they would align with a war crime of a band.
Yeah, sounds about right.
This is the alliance I want to see implode. But also, like, I want to see the Sega Genesis go far because if they're not here, who do I hate?
Well, that's easy. Whoever I want to win.
Well, I mean, yeah, that's true. And 3DO and the NES bond slightly.
3DO probably had some rip-off cables that could plug into the NES.
Yeah, it's like, oh, you're powered through RF. I know what that is, and the NES was really happy about that. You have an RF adapted 3DO's like, sure, man, whatever. One of my consoles probably does.
Maybe.
Also, like, they both look like VCRs.
Yeah, but most everything looked like VCRs back then.
That was the goal of video game consoles in the 80s and 90s. Make them look as much like a VCR as possible.
Yes, you can hide owning them and pretend it's a VCR to your friends you have over.
Yeah. Don't judge me for buying a 3DO.
I'm judging you.
I mean, I got mine for $10 at a flea market. You shouldn't judge me. That was a good steal.
You paid too much.
No, I resold it for $100 online.
Still, you paid too much.
Anyway, we have the old school alliance. It's a 3DO, the NES, the Sega Genesis, the Super Nintendo, and the Virtual Boy. That is...
So it's Nintendo.
I
It's
mean,
the Nintendo Plus Alliance.
the Genesis does what Nintendo don't, except when it comes to alliances. Then the Genesis does what Nintendo does. And then, yeah, I guess the 3DO's just there. Like, NES brought him in, like, hey guys, this dude's cool. And 3DO's like, hey, I have discs, please don't judge me. And then they did.
Yeah. What is the New School Alliance doing?
Well, the PS3 is impressing the rest of the team, and it's gotta be his George Foreman grilling skills.
Yeah, he's grilling up a storm.
Yeah. He's like, I can grill that rice. Coconuts, I got this. Fish, grill away. Did you know that you can use my controllers as fish hooks? It's an addition. And then the PS3 and the Xbox One have a major fight.
Yeah, that seems to check out. Xbox doesn't exactly get off with the PlayStation 3. Xbox One feels superior.
I mean, to be fair,
And
it
it
is.
can't pick on the PS4 because it's not here.
I mean, yeah, that's true. I did not include the PS4. It was not interesting enough of a console.
I'm surprised the Xbox One made it.
Yeah, I think it's because its controller was so bad I wanted to include it.
Yeah.
Anyway, we've got a pretty big alliance that is basically everything except for the PlayStation 3 and the
Nintendo 64.
yeah.
Wow, that's not great.
So the Xbox One has formed an entire alliance against the PlayStation 3. This is
Yep.
this is good. I mean, fuck the PS3.
And also casually against the Nintendo 64.
And then the Wii is medically evacuated from the game due to an injury.
He was the strongest player, but his wrist strap broke.
If I had to pick a console to get medically evacuated, I'm so happy it's the Wii.
The wrist straps. We didn't get the upgrade.
I think this episode's over. We've done everything we can right there.
Yep. All right, we're done.
Reckless
Go home.
endangerment. The Wiimote reckless endangerment guy is injured and cannot continue.
Sadness.
But can we get him in
But
Smash?
polarity. I mean, it's essentially the Wii trainer. Or the,
No, they're different. The Wii trainer is cautious and knows what she's doing. Reckless endangerment, Wii.
No. She doesn't
warning
check her
them.
corners. That's why she smacks into people.
I mean, yeah, that's why all of her hitboxes are everywhere. So, the Wii is already out of the game. Sorry, chat.
I'm putting an F in chat to pay respects to the Wii.
I mean, I'm just gonna. I'll also put an F in chat. That's very important for me. Chat is now rooting for the Wii U, which is just the dumbest
Pocket
move
Man,
Wii's
why?
ever made.
It's almost dumber than Nintendo releasing the Wii U.
Hey! There are worse mistakes of consoles in this game.
Yes, there are.
There's
There's-
the CDI.
There's two of them.
And maybe the Virtual Boy.
Yeah.
I don't know which was a bigger mistake. Because at least Nintendo didn't assume the Virtual Boy would carry them on.
Thank goodness. All right, so the
Okay.
new boys won the immunity.
I'm upset. Chat is the new tribe wins immunity. They get a fishing kit, which they didn't need because again the PS3's controllers are fish hooks.
Yeah, but this way they get to keep it away from the other team.
I mean the PS3 does literally everything. So basically he's a multi-tool of a console that is so insanely equipped for survival. Honestly, it's unfair to the rest of the players.
Yeah.
And, sure, they got the fishing kit. So the Super
Oh,
Nintendo and the
well-
Virtual Boy have a disagreement, Andrew.
Yeah, the Virtual Boy tried to claim some superiority or something. The SNES was like, you're a failure, get away from me.
The Super Nintendo is like, you were supposed to succeed me? Like, you?
Yeah.
Fucking Mario Tennis?
Just the high school clique feeling.
Yeah. It's like all you had was Mario Tennis. It wasn't even good. And then the 3DO and the Master System have a small fight. I think this is all envy on the 3DO's part, given how, like, the Master System is still sold in Brazil. Like, you can still buy new Master Systems, and the 3DO is like, this is fucking bullshit, man. Like, why aren't people still buying me?
Well, and the Master System calls out because you were shit.
Yeah. And the 3DO cried. But I don't know which one cried. Was it the Panasonic? Was it the Gold
It's like
Star?
half of them.
Yeah. Serious mental, like, breakdown going on there. And then the Atari 2600 and the NES find something in common.
Both being great.
I mean, this is the old school of the old school right here, getting it on.
Yeah.
I'm excited. This is the alliance we can dream of.
I would dream of that alliance.
Anyway, the Switch finds the hidden immunity idol.
Ooh, that's
So
good.
that's cool. And the PlayStation 3 is a major meltdown.
Oh no,
Someone
too
hacked
much
into the
grease on
network.
the grill.
No, someone hacked into the network.
Or someone tried installing Linux on their
Oh
PS3,
no.
which worked in the beginning.
Yeah, well, it doesn't.
It got
anymore.
patched out.
Did they patched out its ability to backplay PS2 games as well, right?
I don't know about that one.
I don't know. There's a lot of problems with the PS3,
Yeah.
but we'll go with too much fat in the grill for now.
Or maybe they got a patch that disabled something.
Okay. I don't remember what the alliance in the old school tribe is.
It was the NES, the SNES, the Virtual Boy, the Genesis, and I think the 3DO.
That makes sense. So who's going?
I'm gonna say the CDI is going home
I
because
hope
I hate
it's
it.
the CDI. Let's just hope. Anyway, the Atari Jaguar gets the first vote, so fuck everything.
Yeah.
And then the Saturn, and then the Saturn, and then the Saturn goes home in a 9-1 vote.
Right. They really didn't like the Saturn. Didn't have enough advertisement time before they launched it.
This makes a lot of sense. No one liked this. I mean, to be fair, maybe two discrete CPUs was a bad idea. Wait, that was the Jaguar. Wait,
Yeah.
that was both of them. I'm sorry. Nothing is good.
No. All right. Well, that was an easy vote.
Yeah. Everyone agreed they only wanted one CPU chip, and the Jaguar just is pretending to only have one. It's like,
Yeah.
I don't know how to be a thing. I'm an idiot.
All right. What's happening next time? This next
No.
episode.
No one likes the Virtual Boy in that alliance, though.
For damn good reason.
I appreciate the old school alliance has decided the Virtual Boy sucks. I assume that whenever they look at him, they get eye strain, and that's just a problem. And on the new school alliance, everyone's together.
Yeah. It's just everyone but the N64
Yeah.
and the whatever it was, the PS3, the Xbox.
Yeah.
No, the PS3.
Yeah, it was the N64 and the PS3. Anyway, the new school wins immunity again, so your boy the N64 is still going strong.
Whew, safe.
Yeah, and he got a pillow, blankets, and chairs. So that's pretty cool.
Keep him warm at night.
I mean, the Xbox 360 definitely needs a sit down every few seconds. So,
Yeah.
yeah. And on the old school tribe, the Virtual Boy has a major meltdown.
Surprising no one.
I think he gave himself eye strain.
He tried playing one of his own games.
He's like, "Oh God, no wonder nobody respects me." And then he cried. And then he has another major meltdown. I think they had a competition to see who had the dumbest controller. And Virtual Boy won.
And didn't want to win.
This is just the worst day for him. And then the Atari 2600 and the Sega Master System form an alliance.
Yeah, that's a decently solid
With
alliance.
some old school cartridge-based shit going on.
Yeah.
Excited.
Just leaving Nintendo out of it, though.
It's not going to work for him, but I'm excited. Anyway, on
Yeah.
New School, the PlayStation 3 and the Wii U bond strongly.
I mean, being that same generation gives you a little bit of friendliness.
They're
And
not
the
the
Wii
same.
U's kind of doing its own thing, eating paste, so the PlayStation 3 is just kind of comforting it.
They're not the same generation.
They kind of are.
No. Not at all.
I mean, didn't the Wii U come out while the PlayStation 3 was out? I thought it came out first.
The Wii U came out. I don't remember when the
that's
Wii U
right.
came out in comparison to the PS4, but it was definitely pretty close to like the PS4 and the Xbox One in release date.
Yeah.
So it's part of that generation,
Okay,
and we
that's
just
right.
forget about it because it was so shitty.
That's right. I forgot because it was shitty.
Yeah, and then
Yeah,
I mean,
nope.
so I think they're bonding because the PS3 realizes that the Wii U is like no actual competition, even though it's a next gen console, so he can be friends with it.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm with you. It's the Wii U's eating pace. So the PS3's like, you're not a threat. Let's be bros. And the N64 and the Dreamcast find something in common. Andrew, this this is the bond of my dreams. I would
it
love
is a good bond.
I would love
But
nothing more than
if
outside of the Atari Jaguar winning, of course. Nothing more than the N64 and this weeb ass Dreamcast to power couple their way through the game.
it would be pretty great.
It would be. And then
I don't believe in it, but it would be great.
don't say that. Just because the Dreamcast only stayed on the market like 2 years doesn't mean it'll fail the game of Anime Survivor. Even though the amount of time the consoles lasted in production is a direct stat.
Yep.
Because it's really hard to directly stat video game consoles into actual Survivor stats. So we just made up our own and ported them over.
Made up numbers.
Made up numbers. Anyway, who's going home?
Jaguar? No, I don't know.
Don't fucking say that. It's the CDI. The Jaguar
Yes, you're right,
is the
CDI.
first 64-bit console. He is a strong boy. They would never get rid of him.
Unless they get rid of him.
Don't fucking say that. The CDI is going away. He's going off to Hotel Mario.
Let's find out.
CDI. Master System. And the Master System goes home in a 6-3 vote.
Well, so much for that alliance.
Yeah, the Atari's been abandoned. And the Jaguar voted with the Atari and the Master System against the Philips CDI. So it looks like the main alliance of 5 has picked up the Philips CDI and is using it to dismantle the Ataris. But instead of taking out the Ataris, it's just taking out everything besides them.
Yeah. Taking out their friends.
Don't do that. The Jaguar is a good boy that would never betray you. Unlike the Virtual Boy, which is clearly going to betray them.
Clearly.
Anyway, yeah, nothing.
This alliance is still there.
It's so big. Old school wins immunity. The Atari Jaguar lives another day. My boy is on the hunt for victory.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
The Sega, god damn it! The Sega Genesis has found the hidden immunity idol.
I don't know. Maybe they'll be shit at playing it.
This is bullshit.
I don't know
Fuck
what
you, Phil
stat
Collins.
relates to that.
Fuck you. I don't care if you won a Grammy for fucking Tarzan. Get rid of your fucking idol. And the Virtual Boy has another meltdown.
You just can't stop. Can't stop
He
sucking.
can't stop being depressed. And then the Atari 2600 forms a new alliance with the Super Nintendo.
That was fast. He's just like, whoop, I need a new alliance.
Hey man, the Atari 2600 is playing the fucking game here. And you can't
trying
knock
to
him
not
for
get
it.
voted out.
Yeah. Chat makes a good point, though. The Virtual Boy is like the ultimate underdog at this point. He's just a sad sack.
He might be the underdog, but I still don't want it to win.
He's just a sad sack that we want to see be happy.
I don't.
If
I don't
winning
want to see him
Anime
happy.
Survivor is what makes him happy. I don't want it to happen, but
Agreed.
I'd be okay with it.
I don't think I would. I would have to go get glasses. That's how upset I would be.
I mean, I did play a Virtual Boy once, and the eye strain is fucking real. The one problem, though, is after this, we are doing a season of characters from whichever console wins this season. The Virtual Boy is going to be so difficult to do that for.
Yes, let's not.
Please lose. Anyway, on the new School Tribe, the Xbox One is impressing the rest of the team.
Trying to show off his big, mega next-gen graphics.
He's like, hey, I'm the best. And everyone's like, cool. Good for you. That about sum it up.
Yeah?
Yeah. And the Xbox leaves the New School Alliance.
Well, that wasn't good timing.
No, it wasn't.
All right, Xbox is going home.
Yeah, I think the Xbox is going home. We can all agree the Duke is done. And Xbox One, N64, Xbox. What the fuck?
No, stop going to N64.
Okay, so two N64, one Xbox One. 5 votes left. I think we have to pay attention now.
No, Xbox.
Xbox
2-2.
N64.
3-2.
Okay,
3-3.
3-1. And it's a 4-4-1 vote
Uh-oh.
between the Xbox, the N64, and the Xbox One.
Come on, Xbox, go home.
Or as chat said, wait, what? Anyway, Xbox goes home
Oh,
in a 6-1 split.
Whew.
With the PS3 being the only one to vote to save the Xbox. And the Xbox being the lone vote for the Xbox One. That was interesting.
They didn't like each other.
They didn't. The Xbox, I honestly, the Xbox One is the peak of video game perfection. And in order for people to know that, he needs to get rid of all of the previous iterations of the Xbox.
Well, also, with the title Xbox One, it makes you think it's the first Xbox.
Oh yeah, it does. That there was definitely some confusion there. People would be like, "Hey, Xbox," and he'd be like, "Me?" Like, "No, you're Xbox One." And then the Duke would be like, "I'm Xbox One," and then they'd fight.
Yep.
And it's not a problem anymore. And your boy the N64 is still here.
Which makes me so happy.
Andrew, we've made it to the swap, and both of our picks are still in the game.
And the CDI is exiled. Please stay exiled.
I mean, he won't. He'll come back.
I know. I can dream.
The CDI is just staying at Hotel Mario for a while. Did I already make a Hotel Mario reference? Yes. Will I continue making Hotel Mario references? Also, yes.
Yeah. Because it's not like there's anything else to joke about.
I need some... I don't even fucking remember anymore. My YouTube poop days are like a decade ago. Anyway, now we have the cartridge tribe, which is the NES, the N64, the PlayStation 2, the Dreamcast, and the Xbox One. That's not good for your boy, Andrew.
Hmm.
Are you going to be okay with that?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Maybe. I don't know.
I'm not. I don't want to lose either of those Nintendo consoles. Honestly, I'd prefer the Cartridge Alliance to just not go to Tribal for a while.
Yeah, see, I think this is obviously the best outcome if they just win try.
Next, we have the Disc Tribe, which has the PS3, the Super Nintendo, the Switch, the Virtual Boy, and the Xbox 360.
I hope they whack the Virtual Boy.
So, I mean, here we have a 2-2-1 split, because the Switch and 360 are an alliance, the Super Nintendo and the Virtual Boy are an alliance, and the Gorilla's all alone. Mm-hmm. And then we have the Digital Tribe, which is, oddly enough, mostly old school.
And ready to get rid of the Wii U.
Yeah, fuck the Wii U. Unfortunately, this is the tribe that the band Genesis was transferred onto, meaning they'll be fine. Not okay with this. Yeah. Should be illegal. So yeah, back to the alliances. Yeah, the Cartridge Alliance, PS2, Dreamcast, Xbox One are all together. That's scary. So that's a 3-1-1 tribe. The Disc Tribe has Switch and the 360 versus the SNES and the Virtual Boy. So it's a 2-2-1 split.
So never get the PS3.
On the Digital Tribe, the Atari 2600 finds the hidden immunity idol.
Ooh.
Which, makes sense. You were able to download games via the internet on the Atari 2600. So, of course, it would get the digital hidden immunity idol as the digital pioneer of video game consoles. Good job, Atari. Can't wait to download Custer's Last Stand.
Dating sim.
Yeah, hey, the world's first dating sim, Custer's Last Stand. I'm going to be honest, the reason I want the Atari 2600 to win is so we can put General Custer in the next Anime Survivor.
Oh no.
It's my whole reason. And Sega Genesis has an idol. And then this tribe is the Wii U versus the 3DO and the Genesis versus the Atari. So that's a 2-1-1-1 split.
Yep.
Yeah. Anyway, the cartridge tribe wins immunity, so your boy
Woo!
the N64 is safe, and the disc tribe wins
It's
immunity,
safe.
so sad boy virtual boy is safe. Lives to cry another day.
Unless he decides to quit the game.
Don't do that. I
We made a
appreciate.
medical evacuation.
Yeah, yeah. And chat's all aboard a War Criminals anime survivor, which, let's be honest, at this point, I think we've put enough War Criminals in that we can do that. Would you consider the Xbox 360 a terrorist?
Yes.
Like legally speaking, the Xbox 360 is a terrorist. Okay. I'm glad. So we can put that in the War Criminals episode when it happens. Anyway, the Xbox One leaves the big boy alliance of new school players.
That he created simply to rail against the PS3.
Yeah, simply to get rid of the PS3, which he never did.
Nope.
And then N64 and Dreamcast form an alliance. Andrew, it's happening.
It's happening.
It's happening.
With shitty loyalty, but it's still happening.
Hey, don't say that. These are my boys. We're gonna sit down and have a day of Mario 64 and Sonic Adventure 2, and it's gonna be glorious. No one can stop me from playing Sonic Shuffle. Screw you, Mom.
Except everyone.
Hey, I have 4 controllers, 2 Dreamcasts, and Sonic Shuffle. Nothing can stop me.
Oh boy.
Anyway, let's see what happens on the Disc Tribe. Besides lag. Ah! One computer. Okay, so the NES and the Switch bond strongly. Do you think it has to do with the Switch having just, like, half of the Super Nintendo's library for free?
Yeah, that definitely helps.
The Super Nintendo feels honored by the Switch. It's like, we can be friends.
They're getting along.
You have a reference for me, and the Switch is like, fuck yeah, boy. Let's play some Super Mario Kart. And then the Virtual Boy finally abandons the Nintendo Alliance. Thank goodness.
Well, surprised that didn't take long. That took this long.
He's gonna go cry all alone.
Yeah.
His shitty ass controller. Jesus Christ, that thing gives me a headache. So in the Digital Tribe, Sega Genesis and the Wii U have a minor disagreement. You know, I think I'm with chat. Wii U's got this. I am now sympathetic for the Wii U as a player. I would love to see the Wii U do well. And go for it. Take out fucking Phil Collins.
Yeah, we'll give it a chance.
Here's the best part. I don't even know in that picture which one of them's Phil Collins. I don't know what he looks like, and I don't want to be bothered to learn. He's not worth it. He's just worth me railing about for 3 hours every day. Anyway, who's going home? And why is it the Wii U?
Because it's the Wii U.
Yeah, it's the Wii U.
I don't know, maybe the Genesis will play as idol on it.
No, he wouldn't. They hate each other. We have 2 idols. This is crazy. So yeah, the Wii U. Anyway, the Genesis uses his idol in the 3DO, which is the first redeeming thing the Genesis has ever done in its life. Outside of be bundled with a copy of Sonic the Hedgehog for $150.
Yeah.
This is the second thing.
I'm confused, Max.
Why?
I don't know why this idol was played.
I don't either. Let's find out. Maybe he's bad at the game. He's really bad at the game. First vote goes to the Sega Genesis.
Beautiful.
Sega Genesis. Jaguar. Oh, no. Andrew?
Is it happening?
No! No!
That was a great idol.
Fuck!
Wow.
Everything! My boy, my cat boy got voted out. The Atari 2600 betrayed its brother
Yep.
to side with the 3DO in the fucking Genesis.
Sided with Genesis.
To take out my boy, the Atari
Why
Jaguar.
would the Wii U side with Genesis? Or no, yeah, it went against Genesis. That makes sense.
I don't know what to do anymore, man.
Pick a better console.
There aren't any. I picked the Jaguar.
Dreamcast.
That has 64 bits, Andrew.
Dreamcast, Max.
Can
do
you
it.
not do the math?
I can't count that high.
The Super Nintendo has 16 bits. PS1 has 32. The fucking Jaguar has 64. Have you seen its controller? It has like 1,000,000 buttons. It's the most advanced piece of technology ever seen by man. And I think the only thing I can do now is pick the second most advanced piece of technology ever seen by man. I'm on Team Virtual Boy.
Oh God, why?
Virtual Boy is going to blind the fucking competition.
Sure, Max. Let's see it happen.
He's gonna take everyone out. Just like he took out Gunpei Yagoi's, whatever his name is, his career. I can't remember. Anyway, we've got alliances
that don't really matter.
I'm too sad still. I lost the goodest of boys, the Atari Jaguar.
The only good boy we had in this.
I could never find one at a flea market, so I'm just still distraught. How am I going to play Alien vs. Predator now?
On an emulator, like any self-respecting person?
I don't... You said self-respecting person. What the fuck do I look like? Anyway, the Digital Tribe wins a reward. They win 3 hens and a rooster, which I guess in their case was just DLC expansion for the game.
Well...
Here you go.
So it's for the Wii U and the Atari?
Huh? Yeah, they use it. The 3DO can do... Yeah, none of the other stuff. Genesis... There were broadband adapters to allow you to play some Genesis games online, but not really.
Yeah.
There's a whole, 40-minute video on it by, Gaming Historian or something, if you need something to do with your life, which most of us do. And then the Disc Tribe wins some eggs, which they cook on the Xbox 360's Power Pack. Or the PS3, either way.
They split it up.
That tribe, the PS3 is able to cook the eggs, the Xbox 360 is able to cook the eggs, and the Virtual Boy is able to irradiate the eggs.
All of the above, yeah.
Yeah. And the Switch's Joy-Cons are great for scrambling. So I think everyone's helpful here except the Super Nintendo, who clearly needs to be voted out. Anyway, Disc Tribe wins immunity, meaning my boy, the Virtual Boy, lives to see another day. I'm all in on this pick at this point, Andrew. You can't stop me.
I don't have to stop you.
What?
The Virtual Boy will fail you all on its own.
Andrew, when has Anime Survivor ever yielded results we want? I'm embracing Anime Survivor.
You're not wrong, you are, but
Yeah.
I still don't believe.
I mean, did we want Snake to win Super Smash Bros? No, we wanted Lunk.
We did want Monk.
Anyways, Cartridge also wins immunity, so Digital's going to Tribal Council, but who gives a shit? In the Cartridge Tribe, the Dreamcast has abandoned the N64, and then forms a new alliance with the PS2 and the NES. Wow. What a fickle bitch.
Yeah, Dreamcast playing around.
Why would you work with the PS2? That killed you, man.
Yeah, the PS2 just has so much to offer.
I like to think the Dreamcast is here not to work with the PS2, but to,
backstab it?
You keep your friends close and your enemies closer. And what better way to keep an enemy closer than in a 3-person alliance with the PS2 and the NES, when you know Nintendo is going to work with you to take out Sony every time.
Yeah, sounds about right.
Or Nintendo's going to work with Sony to spite you and then abandon Sony, and Sony will make a console and kill you both. But it's too much nuance there.
Oh yeah.
Anyway, on the Disc Tribe, the Switch and the 360 bond strongly. I think this is a classic case of Red Ring of Death plus Joy-Con drift. You're defective too? That's great. Cool. And then the Wii U abandons the New School Alliance, which is now down to just the PS2, the Dreamcast, the Switch, and the Xbox One.
Yep.
Which, to be fair, cutting out the Wii U probably made them a stronger alliance.
Agreed. Wii U was not pushing them up.
No, it wasn't. And then on the Digital Tribe, the Atari 2600 still has an idol and is now bonding with the band Genesis. Andrew.
It's just bonding, Max. It's not anything more.
You voted with them to take out my boy, the Atari motherfucking Jaguar.
Yeah, but everyone did that.
Huh?
Everyone did that, though.
Yeah, but no, they worked together to do it. Now they're friends. This is oppressive. This is the most upsetting game I've ever played.
I won't deny it.
I'm so fucking disappointed. This is worse than Spike Spiegel getting rocked out on the first day. Anyway, who goes home? I mean, it's the CDI, right?
I'm going to say the Wii U.
I'm going to say the CDI. First vote, 3DO. We did it, Andrew.
Yeah.
CDI. CDI. CDI is voted out 4-1.
Woohoo!
What? I mean, yeah, that's fair. You're
I'm happy.
He's off to find the wand of Gamelon. To whatever the fuck they do in those games. He's gonna go eat some Dodongos. That's all I've got.
Yeah, I got nothing better.
Yeah, that's pretty accurate. Let's proceed. Chat, the Ouya was in there as a fake. There is no Ouya in the game. I just did that because I knew it was the only way you would come to this Handmade Survivor. Also, I was gonna put the Ouya in and then replaced it. Or I don't even remember what I put in instead of the Ouya.
I'm proud.
CDI, honestly.
I'm proud of you, Max. You pulled a clickbait on him. We can check that off the list of things, the bucket list.
Hey, if I'm not abusive to our audience, what's the point of having one? They're just here for me to be mean to them.
So true.
Alliances aren't changing, so they're boring. So we get rewards. The Disc Tribe wins utensils, which they didn't need because, I don't know, the Virtual Voice controller looks like it's pretty good for doing about anything.
Yeah.
Honestly, it looks like, as a video game controller, it looks terrible. As an eating utensil, it looks incredibly versatile.
Kind of does.
They also get herbs, spices, and kebabs, which the Virtual Boy, again, irradiates to give them strength. And then the PS3 cooks. Then they're served up on Super Nintendo controllers?
Yeah.
I'm trying to work them all together here.
Yeah.
Sam was right. This is a really dumb idea, but we have to commit. And then
Just triple down.
Digital Tribe wins kebabs.
Congratulations.
Good for them. 3DO claims all of them since he has so many different console variations. He's like, well, I should just get all the kebabs. And no one complains.
So what if they lose again?
I don't know. We're gonna find out in a second.
Because they lost again?
Lost again. So the Nintendo N64 and the PS2 bond strongly. You're excited about this. Please explain.
Well, I mean, just the... I don't fucking know. They both got two things. The buttons.
What?
Yeah, I don't fucking know, Max.
I mean, one of these is a good console, and the other one
is the N64.
Is something I was militantly against getting for several years for no reason except for blind hatred towards Sony.
Yeah, that's pretty accurate for me too.
I didn't get a PS2 until I decided I really wanted. I got a PS2 when I finally had enough PS2 games I wanted to warrant buying one, which was Guitar Man, Katamari Damacy, and Okami. And also DDR.
Yeah.
So I chose like 3 weeb as shit games in DDR. Which I think explains everything about me. And I'm really bad at DDR. And was never good at it.
Alright, but Max, so I think they're getting along, because the N64 just kind of wrapped up his generation, and he was just visiting with the people from the next generation. No animosity.
Sure. I mean, yeah, we can do that. We can. I mean, this is a classic childhood switch for a lot of people,
Yeah.
and they're all wrong. Anyway, the Dreamcast has abandoned the PlayStation 2 and the NES, proving the Dreamcast is a traitorous bitch who holds absolutely no loyalties whatsoever,
Still,
and then forms an alliance with the Xbox One.
yeah, I can't make that any better.
This is. And then the NES quits the game.
Why?
I think without Rob, he was just directionless.
Yeah, he didn't appreciate his controllers being used as plates.
Yeah. Super disappointing, though, because I think that's going to cancel Tribal Council.
Yeah, I really wanted to see who went home.
Yeah, it was probably the Wii U. Anyway, on Disc Tribe, the SNES and the Xbox 360 have a small fight. I mean, Super Nintendo is probably just upset that he's like, wait, you have games by Rare? They were for me. What happened? You have Worms downloaded online? What is that? I'm confused. I don't know. I don't have a lot here. Your game choose real guns, not fake bazookas? I think it's just a time shock. Do you have anything?
Nope.
Good. Moving on. The Dreamcast leaves another alliance.
Oh, amazing.
What? I don't know what the Dreamcast is trying to do here, but goddamn, it's fun. And then on the Digital Tribe, the 3DO is impressing the rest of the team with its ability to play discs
It's pretty fancy.
and low game licensing fees. Everyone's like, wait, people actually want to make games for you? And he's like, yeah, because it's cheap. Look at my controllers. They daisy chain into each other. You can use it as a rope to climb cliffs.
Yeah, so
Can't do that
powerful.
with an Atari. And then the Atari and the Genesis find something in common. Andrew, is it the fact that they have the same controller ports?
Probably, yeah.
Or is it their burning hatred for me?
No, the first one.
Okay. That makes sense. Have you ever tried playing the games with the wrong controllers? I forget what happens.
I don't. I've never tried this
I was
because I have
hoping
no
to remember
either.
what happened so I could make up a story about it, but I don't, and I don't want chat to fact check me. Because I know they will. I know all two of them will. Anyway, since the NES quit the game, nothing is happening this week. So we can move on to the cartridge tribe, which is now only new school consoles. The disc tribe and the digital tribe. And we hit
The
the
merge.
merge where we have Tribe 360 no scope. Because,
Doesn't this give the 360 an uncanny advantage?
you know, I thought about that and then realized who gives a shit about the 360 besides people who want to play FIFA 08.
True.
Otherwise, what's the point, man? I don't know. I had a 360. Played so much Viva Pinata. I don't know about you, but there's something wholesome about beating a baby worm to death and feeding it to its parents. It's a great kids game. Have you ever played Viva Pinata, Andrew?
No, I wanted to stay as far away from that as I possibly could.
But you can do exactly what I just said in it. It's
I
the
feel like that adds to the.
I honestly think QAnon is confusing reality for a game of Viva Pinata. That's what I think's happening.
That does sound about right.
They're like, there's child torture camps. It's like, no, it's a pinata video game. Like, you just read a weird fan fiction about it. I don't know what happened here. Anyway, so the tribe scope. The Atari 2600 has an immunity idol, and the Switch has an immunity idol. Our alliances are the PS2, the Switch, and the 360, which are all pretty loyal to each other. And is a pretty interesting alliance since it's each one's an ambassador from a different generation.
Yeah.
So I'm pumped on this alliance, even if I
I'd be pretty happy if that alliance made it all the way.
Yeah, this is a strong alliance. The PS2 and the Switch are power players. The Xbox 360 is not bad.
Yeah, overheating.
Yeah, he's gonna lose his temper a little bit, but like this seems good. Next, we have the old school alliance, which is the 3DO, the Sega Genesis, and the Super Nintendo. They are much less loyal to each other than the other alliance.
Well, I thought you were happy about that because you don't like the Genesis.
I am. I'm trying to be objective here for a moment while we go over everything, and then I'll start talking about how Phil Collins is the musical antichrist and the song Susuya or whatever the fuck it's called is the worst thing ever written by a man. And that includes such things as the film The Room, which is honestly a work of art. Other alliance includes the Atari 2600 and the Super Nintendo, which is basically just the Super Nintendo's backup plan alliance. And then Sega Dreamcast and the Xbox One. So yeah, that's what we got. So I guess, de facto, the Super Nintendo has the best position.
I mean, but it's not that great.
Yeah, I feel like the PS2 Switch 360 alliance is probably the one I'd want to be in right now.
Yeah, just wait until it gets dismantled.
Mm-hmm. So the PS3 wins immunity, swings a long pendulum through a frame around a statue.
I mean, PS3 does everything.
Yeah, the PS3 does everything. With his patented 6-axis controller, he was able to make it work. He didn't... And I was surprised he made it without the rumble feature. You'd think that would be pretty useful for hit detection, but
hey,
it worked. It through. Yeah, it worked. And then the N64 finds a hidden immunity idol. Andrew, the boy's doing well.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. Yes.
And the SNES and the Virtual Boy have another fight. I think the SNES is just so mad at the Virtual Boy for having the gall to consider itself a Nintendo console.
Yeah.
In fact, I think when the SNES talks to most other people in the tribe, he refers to it as the Atari Virtual Boy. Or maybe the Neo Geo Virtual Boy.
The Sega Virtual Boy.
Or maybe the Ouya 2.
Exactly.
Yeah. I mean, he wouldn't call it the Sega Virtual Boy. He knows that's insulting to Sega. Even for the Super Nintendo.
This is true.
Yeah. And then they bought strongly right after.
I think started crying again, and SNES is like, "Oh, I didn't mean to go that far."
Yeah. I think the Super Nintendo realized he was being a little too mean, and was trying to patch things up. Which, is just a net no change. Anyway, who goes home?
Xbox One?
Sure, fuck it, why not? The Xbox One's going home. No one plays an idol. First vote, PS2.
Okay.
Virtual Boy.
I'm okay with that.
I'm not. PS2.
I don't like this.
So we're 2-2, 3-3. My boy, the Virtual Boy, goes home in a 9-4 vote.
Okay, I didn't want my boy, the PlayStation 2, to go home.
I was targeted. So let's see, who voted out the PS2? It was the PS3.
PS3.
The Dreamcast. The Virtual Boy. And the Xbox One.
Xbox One getting along with the PS3? What is this?
I mean, it's not the Xbox 360, so it's fine. He's better, and he knows it. So... Now that we've lost the obvious underdog, the Virtual Boy, I need to pick a new player to root for.
Don't do the other underdog, Max.
Who's the other underdog?
The Wii U.
No, I'm not going to do the Wii U. I have standards.
Good.
I'm going to root for the backstabbiest bitch we have here, which is the Weeb Dreamcast. He's playing a messy game, but I'm definitely here for it.
Well, whatever works, right? As long as you get to the end, it doesn't matter how you got there.
Yeah. So the Weebcast, that's my alliance. So the PS2, Switch, 360 are still in alliance, though everyone's a little less loyal to each other now. But New Schoolers going strong. 3DO, Genesis, SNES still going together. It's the old school alliance, I guess. I don't know. We need names. Then we have the Atari and the SNES, and the Dreamcast and the Xbox One, which seem to hate each other but are working together anyway.
Yeah, the Traitor Alliance.
This is likely due to lack of other options, but yeah.
Yeah.
Or just a combined hatred of Sony. That could be enough. Anyway, we have a reward challenge, and no one really cares, but there's pizza. And then the Atari 2600 wins immunity, balancing on a small beam while holding a buoy with two handles.
I mean, it just got those nice giant sticks to hold those pretty well.
I mean, the grip strength you need to successfully play an Atari 2600 game is crazy. So, this makes sense.
Pocket Man, I hope that doesn't come true. Really
yeah, Virtual Boy winning fan favorite is what I'm here for. I hope it happens.
No, please, anyone but them.
Like when I don't know who to bring back in a season that we're doing returnees, I just start pulling from the fan favorite picks. The arbitrary fan favorites. It seems easy because we're picking things that we didn't necessarily pay attention to last time to come back. And it's like, shit, guess we have to come up with lore for fucking whoever now.
The Virtual Boy.
Hey. He's my Virtual Boy. Anyway. The N64 and the Xbox One have a small fight. Banjo-Kazooie. It's gotta be Banjo-Kazooie.
Yeah.
Who has the real rights to Banjo-Kazooie? The N64 or the Xbox One?
The world will never know.
The world will never know. And Switch and the Wii U bond slightly. Okay.
He's like visiting with his dad.
Yeah. He's just like, the Switch is like, son. Or so the Wii U is like, son? And the Switch is like, who? And the Wii U just being acknowledged, not even rightfully, was enough to bring a tear to its eye. Thank you. Needed that today. Anyway, who's going home?
The Wii U.
I think it's the PS3.
Might be.
I would take out the PS3 now if I could. That makes sense.
Because it can do everything?
It can do everything, including win the game. Something the
That
Atari Jaguar
dangerous.
can't. So, let's see. No idols. First
Alright,
vote,
Simon says Xbox One. Oh.
PlayStation 2.
Stop
PS3.
voting for the PS2!
This is 3 targets. I'm upset.
What, you want another one? 4 targets?
Yeah, let's do it. Damn it!
No. I'm not okay with this.
So we're 3 votes PS2, 3 votes PS3, 1 vote Xbox One.
I don't like this.
4 and 4, 5 and 5, and the PS3 goes home in a 6-5-1 vote.
Well, you called it, Max.
Who the fuck voted out the Xbox One? The PS3.
Well,
you could have had a tie, but you voted out the Xbox One.
man, it's got to do it out of spite.
This is a classic Final 10 Survivor Philippines situation where it was a 5-4-1 vote because the one assumed the majority was with the 4, so he just voted differently. He's like, oh, we're gonna win like 6-4, so I can just throw my vote away. He was wrong. This is some kind of shit. I'm gonna cry.
I'm glad you're here to tell us these things, Max. Because I would never have known that.
Andrew, it's very important for you to understand the actual history of Survivor.
Is it really?
No, it's not.
Good.
But that's what we're doing. I mean, if it helps, I've started watching Australian Survivor too, so I can bring an international perspective to this.
Ooh, do they all have the accents?
Yeah, they all have the accents.
That might actually be enjoyable to watch.
Okay, it's on YouTube. Watching season 3, it's good. It's got some good characters.
Cracky, that's a big one.
Got some disappointing vote outs and some hilarious twists that I wish we had in this. But they cast as 24 fucking people. And it's a slow game, so it would take too long to simulate them in this situation. So we're not doing it.
Thank goodness.
Anyway, proceed. So Atari 2600 still has an idle, the N64 still has an idle, and the Switch still has an idle.
Think the Switch will save the PS2 on the next go round?
Possibly. The loyalty in the new school tribe of PlayStation 2, Switch, Xbox 360 is back up to 7s across the board.
Yeah, I think that was the modern. I think we can call it the modern Titans tribe.
Yeah, let's call it the modern Titans.
They were pretty great when they were around.
Yeah, the modern Titans of the PS2, the Switch, and the 360. Then we have the classics. I don't want to say that.
The old as.
We've got the early 90s tribe of the 3DO, Genesis, and Super Nintendo. I can't call Genesis a classic, it'll kill me.
And the 3DO just rips out like any other possible commonalities.
It does. It's in early 90s, that's what we got. And then we have the old school alliance of the 2600 and the Super Nintendo, which are starting to bro out a little harder.
The oldie boys.
The carts. Let's call them the carts. And then the Dreamcast and the Xbox One hate each other even more, but are still there.
The traitorous 2.
The traitorous 2. I like it. So the PS2 wins immunity.
Ooh, that needed to happen.
No, it didn't. The PS2 needs to go.
Oh, no, it doesn't. He's with the Switch and the Xbox 360, and I like that. I like that alliance.
And you should be ashamed. The Xbox One's impressing the rest of the team, presumably with its overpowering graphics and just smug sense of superiority.
Yeah.
Also, he's been non-consensually filming everyone the whole time and has plenty of blackmail.
Yeah, that also sounds about right.
Yeah, that's pretty Xbox One-y. N64 and the Wii U bond strongly. Over having disappointing sales figures and very limited third.
Weird controllers.
Huh?
Weird controllers.
I liked third party poor sales figures and limited third party support, but we can go with huge controllers. That makes the N64 feel better about itself.
Yeah.
And the Switch and the 360 bond strongly
over being good buds.
Yeah, and they're so much fun. They love each other. So much fun. And then the Dreamcast has abandoned the Xbox One.
All right.
The Weebcast going out for greener pastures.
Yeah, has abandoned yet another alliance.
I believe in you, Weebcast. Who goes home?
The Xbox One?
I think it's gonna be... I don't know.
Yeah, I got nothing.
Yeah, I'm gonna say the Sega Genesis because I want it to leave. Anyway, the Atari uses the hidden immunity idle in itself, so any votes for the 2600 will not count. And there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 votes for the 2600, and the Xbox One is voted out with 3 votes. Andrew,
well, I called it in weird sense.
You did it. Because the 2600, the Genesis, and the SNES vote out the Xbox One.
Well, I'm kind of happy about that, but that was still weird.
Yeah, that was weird. But, the Atari 2600 lasted a long time as a console, so it makes sense that it would totally just deny another console's ability to supersede it, much as it did with, like, the 5200, which the Atari stopped supporting before the 2600.
Yep.
Console that will not die.
Now we just need the Genesis to die, and I can be happy with the final.
So, yeah. Anyway, we have 2 idols left, the N64 and the Switch. The New Titans
I'm happy about both of those.
New Titans Alliance going strong. Early 90s Alliance wavering a little bit. Atari, the Carts.
The old boys.
Yeah, the old boys doing okay, and that's it.
The Traders 2 has fallen apart.
Yeah.
He knew they...
Huh?
He knew. The Dreamcast knew.
I mean, the Weebcast didn't vote against the Xbone, though. Okay, so we got some letters from home. Andrew, who do you think wrote the letter from to the 3DO?
Just some of the other 3DOs that are out there.
It's like my brother, Panasonic.
Yeah.
Thank you. I figured it was EA, and it was just another like, hey, just to let you know, we're still not renewing the exclusivity contract we had with you. So PlayStation 2, who's its letters? Ken Kutaragi writing home.
Whoever made DVDs.
Yeah, the creator of DVDs. Thanks, bud.
Yeah, he's like,
Dude
still love
who
you, bud.
invented DVDs. Is the Dream? Who would write? What would you even write to the Dreamcast?
You were a disappointment.
Was it Fantasy Star Online going? Man, that was a good 2 years.
Yeah, that'd probably be the best one because I don't know anyone else who'd care about the Dreamcast.
And then does Reggie write to the Nintendo Switch? My body wasn't ready.
Yes, this is 100% accurate.
And then for the Xbox 360, I think
It's a letter from the warranty.
I was gonna say it's an Air 404, but I like yours more.
Yeah, it's a letter from the warranty saying that they will not cover the Red Ring of Death.
Yeah. Chat thinks that Sega wrote a letter to the Dreamcast telling it not to go home. That's bullshit. Sega loved the Dreamcast. They just knew it wasn't gonna work. It's not like the Saturn that they like openly said, no, we're not going to support it. The Saturn's not our future after it'd been on the market like a year. Dreamcast. Dreamcast was a great swan song. Anyway, Super Nintendo wins immunity.
That's okay.
The challenge is called Uncomfortably Numb, which I assume the N64 would win after a rousing game of Mario Party. But rotating that control stick. But nope.
Yeah, they didn't let you go that long.
Nope, it was...
They set the turn limit too short.
Yeah. So yeah, what?
I feel like the PlayStation is going to get unfairly targeted again now that he didn't win.
So you think the PS2 is going to be retargeted?
Yeah.
I hope so. Let's go with it. So, first, Xbox 360 impresses the rest of the team.
He didn't get a Red Ring of Death.
I was going to say it was with his impressive online features, but yeah, we can go with that. The 3DO and the Super Nintendo have a minor disagreement.
Stop copying me.
Who said what?
I don't know.
I don't know. I honestly, I think this is just the Super Nintendo starting to have a little bit of an inferiority complex about being a cartridge-based system instead of discs.
Ooh, there are a lot of disc systems left, but he's got the Switch backing him up.
Yeah, he does, but I mean that's like, why did I don't know? They had to do cartridge to make it viable as a portable. So, also Nintendo just wanted to go back to cartridges.
Yeah, they do fucking love cartridges.
They do. It's better for kids, I guess.
It's fair.
And then the N64 and the Xbox 360 bond slightly.
See, the Xbox, the N64 is just making friends with all the guys from the next generation.
Yeah, he's just throwing out like, hey man, I know that like you have Banjo, I have Banjo, and I fought with your brother Xbox One over it because he thought only he should have Banjo. But you and I think we can see eye to eye.
And both have Banjo.
And both have Banjo. And Xbox 360 was like, that sounds like fun. Let's play Conker's Bad Fur Day Reloaded.
Good times.
And they did. And then we proceeded. I don't even remember. Oh yeah, I'm rooting for the Weebcast. I couldn't even remember anymore.
Yeah, it's been a long one.
I mean, I'm just still upset I lost the Virtual Boy. I don't know what to do without.
I'm so happy the Virtual Boy is gone.
Fuck you, Andrew, you piece of shit.
So happy.
I think that the N64 is going on this time. Just for that. Sure, he has an idol, but I don't.
He's been making too many friends.
Okay, I'm all for the PS2 going home.
Well, I don't want it to be the PS2, but I think it might be the PS2. So I'm going to say the Wii U.
Okay. So the N64 uses the idol on the PS2.
Oh, he saw it coming.
Holy shit! They're not even in an alliance.
Wait, Oh, it's shit! It's the N64.
Yeah, not the Switch.
I was thinking it was the Switch. Whoa. Okay.
The N64 is officially bad at this game.
Or he's just buds with everyone.
I think this is a PS2's buds with everyone.
All right, let's see what happens. How many votes did he get?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 votes for the PS2, and then the Atari goes home in a 6-4 vote.
Atari gets whacked. Ouch.
So the Atari is voted out by the N64, the PS2,
the
Switch,
the
and the Xbox. So that's where we're at. The Atari is gone. PS2 survives, idling out the Atari.
That was an interesting idle play that I was not expecting.
I was not.
N64 had some knowledge.
But why do that? In the final 10, why burn your idol on someone you're not even in an alliance with?
I don't know, because he hates the Atari.
It's a bad play.
I mean, he doesn't have all that modern computation.
He's got 64 bits. That's at least one of them should have known better.
Yeah, but it's a voting system.
And we're gonna see how this works, but I don't.
33 of the bits all wanted to do it.
Anyway, Titan's still going. The modern Titan's still going strong, and then we still have the 90s of 3DO, Genesis, and SNES, which are now the only remaining classic consoles.
Yep.
So the other 6 consoles that are in the modern block.
Well, it's not like we skewed any scores for the modern.
We didn't. No, we did try to weight everything appropriately. Or at least I did.
I didn't.
Oh, okay. I mean, the way I look at like the processing power of a console is very based on its time and place. So like when I started them, I looked at like how good was the Super Nintendo compared to other consoles of its generation.
Yeah.
What was the game library like for it versus
Yeah.
So.
I tried to do a little bit, but I think I was definitely biased by modern.
What's external uses does the console have? Like the utility one is weird since I ended up giving the NES like a high utility score because it came with a toy, just because that was more than most things of its era had.
Yeah, I gave the Wii a huge utility score because it was like, hey, you can use it to break a TV.
I did too. I gave the Virtual Boy a high utility score because you could use it to go to the optometrist. It was literally the Virtual Boy's score is too low. What's a good thing? I know. I'll buff its utility from 2 to 5.
All right, let us continue, Max.
No.
See what's going to happen here.
They go on a cruise.
Oh, nice. Who's flying? Switch?
Huh? No, it's a cruise. There's no ship.
Oh.
I think that's the next one.
Oh,
so the Xbox 360 wins immunity.
So they're going to try to vote off the PS2 again, and the Switch is going to burn his idol, and they're going to whack, I don't fucking know, Genesis.
Yeah. So, I mean, I think the Xbox 360 unlocked an achievement in winning that immunity. I think it's going to turn on his game. That was the joke I wanted. So I made it.
He did get an achievement.
The chat is also right. The Virtual Boy is probably one of the most throwable consoles here. And of all of the consoles, it's the only one you can wear to obscure your face if you, I don't know, go to a protest or something.
Or want to rob a bank.
Yeah, or rob a bank. A lot of uses for the Virtual Boy. Anyway, the PS2 and the Genesis have a small fight. It has lasting impact. Andrew, you're
good.
Right.
I hope
the PS2 should stay in this game.
I like this. I think the PS2 is going to rally the troops.
I think someone
64.
put a Genesis album in the PS2, and he just got really upset. Like, the fuck is this?
Yeah, someone tried to play a Genesis CD in him, and he was not okay.
Yeah, no, this is bullshit.
Just ejected it.
We got a new alliance for Dreamcast to abandon.
I like this alliance.
N64.
That means maybe the Switch will convince them to vote with the PS2 against Genesis.
Yeah. So, yeah, we have the N64, the Dreamcast, the Switch, and the 360 forming a new alliance. I'm so happy. Oddly enough, N64 is still not working with the PS2, but, you know.
Yeah.
Whatever. Who goes home?
Genesis.
PS2.
Switch is going to idle PlayStation 2, and it's going to go to Genesis.
Okay, let's see what happens. Switch does not idle the PS2.
Okay.
First vote 3DO.
Also okay.
PS2.
Called it.
3DO. Okay. Oh fuck. Okay, so yeah, the 3DO's voted out 6-3.
Okay. Well, I knew somewhere against some votes in the PS2.
Yeah. With the PS2 receiving votes from the 3DO, the Genesis, and the Super Nintendo.
Yeah, I think the PS2 is going to try to rally everyone, get the Switch to bring his alliance against the Genesis.
Honestly, I think the Genesis and the Super Nintendo are next to go. I feel like this is just a classic Pyongyanging of the minority tribe at this point.
Yeah, I think that will happen.
And so Switch has an idol. The PS2 Switch Xbox alliance of the new Titans, or whatever the fuck we were calling it, the modern Titans.
Yep.
Yeah, they're still hanging along. Their alliances, their loyalty, like
that's 2 8s. That's a lot of 8s.
Yeah, we got 2 8s and a 6. Genesis and the Super Nintendo. So now we can call it, I don't know, the 4th generation alliance.
Yeah.
They're there. And then we have the I don't know what to fucking call this.
The clusterfuck.
The clusterfuck alliance. This is just the no. I'm just gonna call it the no scope alliance. Or as chat puts it, the soon to be dead alliance. Very true. Dreamcast will leave them like he's left everyone else. If the consumers don't want him, he doesn't want them. Classic villain. And we have a reward challenge. And the Super Nintendo and the Xbox win, and they bring the N64 and the Switch to win a barbecue with their loved ones.
Ooh.
Who's the Super Nintendo's loved one?
I don't know, another controller? Or is it Donkey Kong Country?
No, it's Mario RPG.
Oh, okay, that's fair. The Xbox 360 definitely gets another power cable.
He gets a new one. His loved one is an updated warranty.
No, because he can't keep it. It's just the new power cable comes to give him some juice.
Okay, the N64 gets GoldenEye.
Yeah,
and just like 3 college roommates. And then the Switch gets
an Animal Crossing update.
I was gonna say an internet adapter, so a wire adapter, so you can play online effectively.
I mean, I have that plugged in right now.
Same.
It's great.
I mean, yeah, you need it to do anything. Fucking when I lived in Colorado, because my building had free internet, but the internet wasn't fast enough for me to be allowed to play Splatoon 2.
Ooh.
So what happened though was because my brother had Comcast, and I had a neighbor in the building who had Comcast, I was able to link onto their Comcast using my brother's account. So it would let me play Splatoon 2 and use my brother's internet, which is just the weirdest thing that Comcast lets you do.
Comcast is weird.
So heads up, anyone, if you find a random Comcast, you can log in with your Comcast account and you'll have great internet. And then you can use it to play Splatoon 2 all day, because I had nothing else to do because my ankles were torn in half. It was good.
That sounds unpleasant.
It was. I watched 3 seasons of Big Brother Does Cope. Anyway, the N64 wins the immunity, or they have to
Go
balance on a
N64
perch and do shit. I don't know. Okay.
The weird controller helped out somehow.
Yeah, I mean, it's like you can. I feel like if you're trying to balance a controller like upright, the N64 is the easiest one to do. You just put 2 prongs between it. You do that on any other, and it's going to be a little weird.
Yeah.
And then the Super Nintendo finds a hidden immunity idol, which
I kind of needed.
Yeah, Super Nintendo needed that to get through this game. So, it was SNES was looking like he was on his last legs, and then, as you called it, Donkey Kong Country just came out, and SNES is back in the game.
Yeah, someone's going to get idled out this round, I think.
Probably. PlayStation 2 and Genesis have another fight, proving you're right. The PS2 is the best player left, Andrew. Thank you.
Yeah.
And then the Genesis and the Super Nintendo bond strongly, proving the Super Nintendo shouldn't have found that idol. It should have gone to the Virtual Boy. I'm still
Or
upset.
anyone else.
I miss the Virtual Boy. And then the Dreamcast abandons the Alliance.
Oh boy.
And a new one forms.
Oh no.
So the
N64.
Huh?
The N64 is looking great now, but
Yeah.
Genesis also looking insulated, and I don't like that.
So the N64 at this point is allied with everybody except the Dreamcast and the PS2.
Yes.
But yeah,
So
we have the N64, the Switch, and the 360, though the N64 is not loyal to the Switch and the 360. It's going to be more loyal to the alliance with the Genesis, the Super Nintendo, and the Wii U. So this looks like Nintendo unifying with the band Genesis, which presumably they can't listen to because none of these consoles are able to play CDs.
yeah, they're safe.
Yeah. They don't have to listen to Phil Collins' screeching.
So Max,
Yes.
I think I might know who's going home.
Is it the Dreamcast?
It's the Dreamcast.
Don't say that about the Weebcast. The Weebcast is going to hold through. Anyway, the Switch uses the idol on the Xbox 360.
Uh-oh, you saw a red ring of death coming.
Yeah, we'll see how red that ring is. 1, 2, 3, 4 votes for 5 votes for the 360.
Okay, that was.
And then the Genesis is
yes,
idled out.
the Genesis got idled. Woo!
Yeah!
Now I'm okay with the SNES having an idol.
Fuck, we did it. Everybody, Phil Collins has been slain. We can return to purity.
Pocket Man's right. It was the immunity amiibo. Save the Xbox 360 from the red ring of death.
I mean, the ring does look like a thing you'd put the amiibo on. I'm standing up now because I'm just so excited that that fucker is gone. Phil Collins will suffer. And if he's not dead, he'll die soon. And if he is dead, he'll roll in his grave. But yeah, the immunity amiibo comes out strong as the PS2, Switch, and Xbone take out the Genesis.
Yeah, the Modern Titans Alliance.
Yeah, the Modern Titans got together. The Super Nintendo is the one remaining player from the old school console tribe.
Yeah, and he actually looks pretty good now. Decent.
He's more insulated. He has an idol. He's not carrying around that dead weight anymore. So, but that new school alliance is
Triple H. Oof.
Yeah, PS2, Switch, 360, all at loyalty 8. Nothing's gonna break those three apart. They need to get targeted right now. And the problem is they have the N64 in their back pocket in that side alliance with the Switch, the 360, and the N64. So, in theory, it's a foursome. And the only way to break it is for the Super Nintendo and the Wii U to pull the N64, and then the Dreamcast to start targeting those modern titans.
Yeah, so I don't know if they're going to be able to do. Well, they could probably pull the N64. I don't know if the Weebcast is going to cooperate.
Yeah,
though.
I mean, the N64's loyalty is more with the Super Nintendo and the Wii U, but I feel like this game right now is the PS2 and the Switch and the 360 versus the Super Nintendo and the Wii U, with the N64 and the Weebcast in the middle. So my boy, the Weebcast is right where he wants to be.
Well, the N64 is also right where he wants to be, too, because nobody's going to vote him.
Yeah. So maybe the Weebcast. I don't know. Anyway, the SNES apparently is the best pole dancer in the game, which, sure, why not? Andrew, you'd pay to watch a Super Nintendo do a striptease, right?
Sure.
Sure.
Why not? I got nothing.
What helps is, like, if you look at
it's a little too pixelated?
If you look at all the peripherals for the video game consoles, the Super Nintendo's Super Scope is the most like a pole. So the Super Nintendo has like an unfair advantage here.
It could be.
Yeah. I mean, yeah.
Or it was the only one that pixelated it enough to not get banned.
Maybe. But it shares a helicopter ride with the Wii U and the Switch, so this is just a Nintendo alliance going deep.
Yeah, Nintendo having a good day. The
Good
SNES
job.
is hang out the Switch. That's interesting. Over the N64.
Yeah. And the PS2, your boy, wins immunity.
Well, I
And
just needed him to stay around so that the Genesis could go away. I'm still rooting for the N64.
I mean, yeah, the PS2 is dead to me again now that Genesis is gone. So fuck you, PS2. You killed Nintendo.
I'm still okay with him.
And my dreams, but you did win Rollerball. So whatever. SNES still has the idol. There's no other hidden idol. And the PS2 and the Switch find something in common.
That they're both in an alliance forever and they love each other very much.
Yeah, they make out a little bit. It's kind of awkward. So who's going home?
I have no idea.
I think it's
I want to say the Wii U.
I think it's the
Or the
Weebcast
Weebcast.
or the 360.
I don't think it's 360. Because the PS2, the Switch, and the N64 won't vote for it.
It depends on if the SNES and the Wii U target it. But
Yeah.
the PS2 having immunity does really help. Because he was definitely the most prone between the Switch and the 360 in itself.
Yeah.
But chat's with me. They think it's the Weebcast or the 360. So, you know.
All right,
SNES
let's
does
find
not
out.
play the idol. First vote, Weebcast. Damn.
Damn, too good,
Andrew,
Max.
Andrew, do you question me?
Yes.
Okay.
Damn straight, I question you.
Next vote's the Wii U. Wii U. Okay, so 2 votes 360, 2 votes Wii U, 1 vote Weebcast, 2 votes left. 360 goes home.
Ooh,
In a
I did not see that coming.
4-2-1 vote. So,
The N64 backstab the 360.
yep, N64's got this shit.
Okay.
Your boy's doing well.
The
So
PS2 split for the Wii U.
The PS2
But the-
targeted the Wii U. The Switch targeted the Weebcast. And the 360 targeted the Wii U. So the Modern Titans Alliance split the vote.
That was not smart.
No, it wasn't. I think what probably happened was that the N64, Switch, 360 Alliance was targeting the Wii U, but the PlayStation, Switch, Xbox Alliance was targeting the Weebcast. And that created drama because the Switch and the Xbox voted with the N64 Alliance, who voted with the No Scope Alliance.
Yeah.
But yeah, the power has shifted. The N64 is now in the best position.
I think the Switch is in the second. Nah, Switch is doing good, but he's not great.
The Switch has a decent position. The problem is the loyalty between the Switch and the PS2 has eroded significantly with the loss of the Xbox.
And that vote kerfuffle.
Yeah. The N64 and the Switch are only vaguely loyal to each other, so the main loyalty here is N64, SNES, Wii U. So what happens now is the PS2 and the Switch have to pick up the Weebcast and try to vote out someone from the SNES and Wii U.
I don't know if they're going to be able to.
Nope. N64 wins immunity, though. Takes the Wii U and the SNES out on a spaghetti meal and cake back at camp. So that's exciting. And then SNES still has the idol, which is kind of, what's gunking up the ability of the modern consoles to rebound. But Weebcast is still here, and he's still swinging, man, and that's what's important. And Switch is impressing the rest of the team. Andrew, what did the Switch do?
I don't know. He showed off his multiple controllers.
He was like, hey, you guys want to see a trick? And just the controllers pop off, and like, oh my god!
I mean, mine can unplug, but
Are you a handheld?
they don't work then.
And he's like, I don't know. Maybe if they bring me back for a handheld season, I'll come back with Virtual Boy. And they'll take out the N-Gage. Anyway, who's going home?
The Weebcast.
Yeah, I think it's the Weebcast. I think
It's that or the PS2.
yeah, it's definitely the Weebcast of the PS2, but I think it's going to be the Weebcast. But Chad's with me on like joining Team Weebcast. It's been a slow and steady slog, but it's stabbed its way this far,
Yes.
and it's got to make it
Somehow,
some way. I think we're gonna have to say goodbye tonight, though. So SNES does not use the idol. First vote Weebcast. Wii U. Weebcast. PS2. God damn it.
gotta love those vote splits.
PS2. Okay, 2 votes PS2, 2 votes Weebcast, 1 vote Wii U. PS2 goes home in a 3-2-1 vote.
Okay, who's the fucking one?
So the Weebcast, the SNES, and the Wii U voted for the PS2, and the Switch voted for the Wii U.
The Switch.
Wow, the PS2
Backstab
and N64 worked together to take out the Weebcast.
They tried to anyways, and the Switch fucked it up.
Because they couldn't figure out what fucking generation the Weebcast was. And voted it out so they wouldn't have to deal with it.
They're like, the Weebcast is your generation, right? He's like, no, he's yours, right?
Like, well, fuck yeah, I don't want him. I don't want him either. Get him out of here. And it didn't work.
And the Switch was just like, fuck y'all's.
As the Weebcast is masterminding this season.
You mean Nintendo's masterminding this season?
The Weebcast. Nintendo was on the wrong side of that vote, my friend.
I know, but look at look at what's left.
Look at the fact that the Nintendo is allied with everybody but the Weebcast.
Also, yes.
I don't care. The loyalty with the Switch is trash. Like, the Weebcast is like one immunity win away from making the final 3. That's all it needs to do is win the final 5 immunity, and it's there.
I don't think it's gonna make it.
I don't fucking say he's gonna make it, man.
I don't think he's gonna make it, Max.
I think he's gonna make it. The Nintendo 64 is not consistently voting with his alliances. This is not a thing.
Okay, well, let's go find out.
Let's find out. The Weebcast wins immunity! Fuck you, Andrew!
Oh, damn it. That means my boy the Switch is going home.
Chat, we did it!
At least it's not the N64.
We did it! Vertigo has to stand on a perch and use a leaky bucket to fill a chute. The Sega Dreamcast is very familiar with a leaky bucket company.
Very true.
Like, this has been my entire life. Shenmue saved me. So, N64 and SNES bond slightly. I don't fucking care, man. What do they got?
Yeah.
We got cartridges.
We got Death Star.
Huh?
We got Death Star.
Yeah. Blow on us, bitch.
All right. Goodbye, Switch.
Chat does bring up a good point. It's literally just the Dreamcast and 4 Nintendo consoles. So yeah.
That's what I was saying last round, Max. Yeah.
I didn't realize it. I don't know why. I was paying attention to it.
That's what I meant by Nintendo was the real winner.
Because when it was the final 7, I was sitting there mentally and I was like, wow, 4 Nintendo consoles. And now we're in the final 5, I'm like, what? There are 4 Nintendo consoles? Anyway, yeah, Switch is going home.
Sadly, I don't want it, but it will happen.
Especially because the SNES can idle itself. Like it just did.
Yeah, because might as well. Wii U.
What the fuck?
Splitting the votes. Love
there are
it.
5 of you left. Why is it a Wii U, an N64, and a Switch vote?
They don't know who to vote for?
They don't, but they voted out the Switch in a 3-1-1 split.
Still, weird split.
So the Weebcast went for the N64's, obviously revenge for last round. And the Switch went for the Wii U because it's a disappointment.
Yeah.
So we're in the final 4, and it's the N64, the Weebcast, the Super Nintendo, and the Wii U, Andrew.
I hope the Wii U goes home, but
I can't believe the Wii U has lasted this long.
Yes, considering its stats were pretty shit.
The Wii U and the Dreamcast have lasted, like, this stream has run longer than the two of them made it as consoles.
Yes.
And then, yeah, this is just. Anyway.
All right, well, let's find out what happens.
Our alliance is everybody but the Weebcast.
Yeah, so I know who they don't want to go.
And the Wii U wins immunity.
Oh boy. Wii U's making it all the way.
Wii U!
Won one challenge, I think, or maybe
Yeah,
two.
just that. So nothing happens. So who does the Wii U? Because this is one of the newer seasons where the Wii U brings someone and the other two make fire. So who does the Wii U bring to the end?
I don't know. NES?
I think it's the Super Nintendo.
I want it to be the N64, but
It's the N64.
yes,
You did it. Who wins making fire between the Weebcast and the Super Nintendo?
I mean, the Dreamcast was kind of a dumpster fire, so I think it has an advantage there.
Yeah, but like the Dreamcast had so much more functionality than the Super Nintendo, and that's how I ranked the fire making stat was utility.
All right, let's find
You
out.
could browse the internet on the Weebcast. But the SNES makes fire, so the Weebcast is eliminated.
Oh,
As God, Fallen Angel.
I was so close, Max. You almost made it.
It's a Fallen Angel run, man.
It is. Is he going to come back now?
Oh, definitely. He's coming back next week.
Goodness.
Either him or the Virtual Boy. I'm not sure which.
Please do the Dreamcast. I don't want the Virtual Boy.
Because
the eye strain is too much.
Yeah. Virtual Boy will come back eventually. He's a legend.
Well, I want the N64 to win, but I think the SNES might have this.
I think the N64 has this, honestly. Which means you're probably right, the Super Nintendo won. Anyway, let's find out.
All right, let's see.
First vote, SNES.
SNES.
Wii U.
Well, you got a vote. I wasn't expecting that.
N64.
Okay.
N64, SNES, N64, SNES. Okay, so we're 3-3-1. Three votes left.
Wii U's gone. What? SNES?
Okay, so the Super Nintendo won 5 votes, N64 3, Wii U 2.
Sadness. I was so close, Max. That was the first time that the person I picked made it to the final 3, I think.
No, that's happened before. No, you were there for the Isekai episode, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, you picked Truck-kun that time.
I mean, I always pick Truck-kun.
Yeah,
Did I pick?
Truck-kun made it to the final 3 that time.
Okay, well, it doesn't happen very
often.
often.
No, you picked LCL.
That's right, I did.
Yeah, the one time Truck-kun makes it, you don't pick him. Anyway. The PlayStation 3 voted for the Wii U, and so did the Switch.
Why?
And the Virtual Boy, the X-Bone, and the PS2 voted for the N64.
That's respectable. No, fuck.
The Atari Jaguar wins fan favorite. My
That's
dark horse pulls through.
The goodest boy makes it through.
He'll come back for the Good Boys. Good Boys 2. We'll bring the Atari Jaguar into the Dogs episode.
Oh boy.
Oh gosh. So yeah, it's,
that was more enjoyable than I thought it'd be.
I think we picked up towards the end.
Yeah, after we figured out a narrative to go with.
I think it really helped that this is one of the few seasons where the characters we were building a narrative around actually made it.
It did help.
I mean, outside of the Virtual Boy, which you were banking on really hard and then losing right at the merge.
So glad Virtual Boy died.
Fuck you, man. He's my hero.
He's crying in a corner for like half of the series.
Yeah, he was, and that's what made him the best. Anyway, the PlayStation 2 received 21 fucking votes.
Yeah, the SNES only won a single challenge.
Damn, yeah. No, the SNES won a single immunity.
Immunity challenge. Well, that's the one that matters.
Yeah, like the immunities were really spread out. There wasn't a lot of concentration there.
I mean, look at the challenge wins in the PS2.
Yeah, 6. He's a power horse, which is weird because the PS2's strength stat is like a 2. Because the PS2 was a pretty garbage console as far as actual graphical output for its generation. And then the NES, Super Nintendo, and Wii never received votes. Though, I mean, the Wii was medically evacuated, so that makes sense.
Yeah.
Chat makes a good point. Wii U only won a single challenge.
And the SNES, and the SNES left.
The Wii U did not win a single reward. Oh god, that's so good. Okay. So, I have to tell a Survivor story, and I'm sorry.
Oh boy.
In Survivor 30, there's this guy Rodney, and he never won a single reward challenge because he's just terrible at rewards. So he didn't win a reward challenge, but he was kind of like the head of the major alliance.
Mm-hmm.
So what he kept doing was kept trying to get everyone in the alliance to, like, if you don't agree to take me on a reward, maybe I'll vote you out. So he kept trying to guilt everyone into taking him on rewards, and then it, like, each time it ended up being, oh no, you don't actually get to pick people. So since they didn't opt out of receiving the reward to give it to him, he took it as a personal slight. Like, so on his birthday, when that happened again, he, like, threw a huge fit and, like, tossed around half the camp and then went and pouted in the ocean.
Well,
he made it to, like, the final 5. No, the final 4. It was good. They had a final 4 fire making challenge. It took an hour. Normally it takes, like, 5 or 10 minutes. It took literally an hour. It was hilarious. Not a fantastic season, but good to watch Rodney lose his shit constantly. Anyway, that has nothing to do with Anime Survivor. But it was a Wii U moment for me. So thank you all for coming. Next week, because it will be my birthday, not Rodney's, we will celebrate by doing another Big Brother season.
Oh boy.
Sorry, Andrew.
Oh well.
All returning characters. The caveat, though, is none of the returnees will have played more than one game. So we're only going to have returnees that we haven't, dug into the fucking ground. So that'll be exciting, right? Right? Cool. Have fun being in Texas, chat. Anyway, have a good night, everybody, and thank you for tuning in to
See you guys.
Survivor. And remember to do the fucking census if you didn't already, okay? Good.